Hey, welcome back to Holistically Healthy TV. I'm your host, Jim Burdumy, and today is episode 16, following along the same theme with Wellbeing Wednesday. Since it is a beautiful Wednesday day, I wasn't able to waste being outside today to do this video for you. I am using my new microphone, so hopefully it's not picking up too much background noise. There is someone in the distance using a circular saw. But hey, that's the way it goes. So today, what we're going to be focusing on for Wellbeing Wednesday is going to be your perception. And so one of the things that so many people struggle with or don't even take the time to think about is their perception and how they're seeing the situation, and whatever the situation is. Whether it's for business, whether it's for personal, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's with your friends or your family, whatever it is, how we perceive our situation completely changes our entire physiology, the way we feel, the way we react to everything. So I'll give you an example that I use a lot of the time. Imagine yourself going down the highway and you're driving, and all of a sudden someone cuts you off. Whether they almost run you off the road, or they cut right in front of you and almost cause an accident. And all of a sudden, with every fiber of your being, you get so frustrated, you get that adrenaline rush, you get the knots in your stomach, you feel like you're ready to kick someone's ass or you're ready to run for your life, okay? That fight or flight reaction. All of a sudden, maybe your mind initially goes to, maybe some young kid who's texting, or they're not paying attention, or they're a speed racer or something like that, right? Those would be all negatives. So your perception is in the negative realm, okay? Think of now having empathy for that person because maybe they just got a phone call that their wife got into an accident, or their sister got really hurt, or their mom's in the hospital, or some friend or family member is in need or in trouble. If you change your perception and think of it that way, you didn't actually change the reality of the situation, right? You still almost just got run off the road, or you still almost just got into an accident, and you don't even know the person that almost hit you. But just by changing your perception of the situation and almost having empathy for that person can completely change the way you feel. Or maybe you don't even get that adrenaline rush. Of course, it's very natural to have that reaction, but maybe it doesn't last with you or keep you upset for very long. So the feeling kind of comes over you, and then as soon as it does, it pretty much goes away because you're taking the time to think about it and change your perception. And that can be really, really powerful, because if you see something as it is, and there's many people like Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins that talk about it, and I'm listening to an audiobook right now, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey, I believe it is, and they talk about seeing it as the situation is, but don't see it worse than it is. So don't create a whole image or thought around a situation when you might be completely wrong, because now you're projecting something that's not even real, but you're making it your own reality, if that makes sense. So you're creating your own reality through negative thinking and through your perception. And so if you just take a second to think about that, that can completely change the way you think, the way you feel, and your state. So I encourage you to do that. Try that. It's going to take practice. You're not just going to be completely changed by tomorrow or later today. But if you do it through repetition and you make it a habit and you keep it in the front of your mind, that will help to make long-lasting change, and that can really help to change your perception in the long run. And if you're a person who is stressed out a lot, reflect on this and see if this resonates with you at all, because if it does, this could be a simple fix, not easy, but simple fix that could have a very long impact or lasting impact on your health and well-being. I hope this was helpful for you. I will see you again for another Wellbeing Wednesday. I'd love to hear from you. Actually, in fact, my question of the day for you is, how many of you watched last Wednesday's Wellbeing Wednesday, where we were talking about breath breaks, and how many of you actually tried to do some breath breaks or take some breath breaks throughout the week? I would love to hear that. That is my question of the day for you. Please subscribe below. Please connect to me on Facebook. I would love to hear any questions that you have, any comments about this video or any of my other videos. I will see you next episode, because together, you and I, we're getting healthier every day.